I'm staying indoors just watching TV. The soaps are on and someone just died from poison iced tea. Cereal for lunch again, that's what's up. Apple Jacks with Captain Crunch in a coffee cup. Do I need to go outside? No, I don't need to go outside. Landlord Bob don't know what to do when it comes to this place. Moldy walls and holes on the floor attract girls like Mace. You don't want to spend the night, come on, why not? This is all I have to give until I get to my yacht. We will sail to Mexico. Yeah, we will sail to Mexico. Living alone, shopping for my food. Living alone, breakfast in the nude. Living alone, no one to tell me what to do. Living alone, how about you? Do 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 do. You do 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 do. Part-time working, playing guitar just to pay my bills. Scrounging up change from a big red couch just to get to my thrills. Throwing back some IPAs on a Thursday night. Talking up some females under the neon lights. Brand new shoes, caked in mud. White t-shirt, soaked in blood. Living alone, struggling day to day. Living alone, peanuts for my pay. Living alone, in a city by the bay. Living alone, life my way. Life my way. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone. Living all alone, living all alone, living all alone.
Dear America, we need to talk. Sit down. If I sound mad, that's because I am, a little bit. We need to talk because you broke my heart. Funny you don't remember. You remember the time you locked my Japanese brothers and sisters up behind barbed wire and you took your time saying you were sorry? Or how about Vincent Chin? Sweet boy, died night before his wedding day because some white man thought he was the wrong kind of Asian. Or how about the local elementary school who said, we don't hire communists. And it took everything I had not to blurt out, "Get a globe, please. Singapore's not even in China." Whoa, stop, rewind, let's go back to the time when we were fresh in love, the time you wrote me and told me this is the land, the brave and the free, the brilliant and the unspeakably hip. This is the land of Jazz, Duke and Dizzy, Ray and Louis, John and Ella and Dave just wailing the beat was gonna break your heart, they were so beautiful. Where Snoopy hung out with Woodstock and Charlie Brown paid 5 cents to a Sly Lucy. The home of Disney, where the princesses always get their man, Simba takes Pride Rock and the happy endings don't stop. You told me the huddled masses yearning to breathe free when I stay out watching bootleg RuPaul. All you need is charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Or the band Simpsons episodes where Bart was too cool for school. You said you are free here. You wrote me about the noble heroes who built this country, the ones who ended World War II, the ones who sat on buses and marched on Washington. You told me, here is where the melting pot takes those who cannot be free where they are. You promised me. You even made a statue to prove it. So how do you think I felt when I got here and I found out you lied to me? You have forgotten all your heroes who are not white. You mowed over lots of brown, enslaved the black with no apology, and you have forgotten about the yellow, the Chinese who died building your railroads, the Japanese and Koreans and Filipinos who fled war to grow sugar for you. Are the boys who love other boys or girls or both and all the other combinations in between still are not safe here and not free, not equal? Or that the hallowed halls of higher education are not open to all, only the rich and the privileged and the assimilated? You didn't tell me you would alternately punish and praise me for wearing who I am, depending on who's listening. You didn't tell me I feed your yellow fever fetish. You would use me to smile and plaster over the holes of your institutionalized xenophobia. You praise my English, then turn around and call me a plagiarist because my term paper is too good, and say that's what you get for coming to Virginia. You still deny my sexuality, use my ethnicity as a genre of porn, and refuse to acknowledge any shade of orientation other than gay versus straight, like it has to be a war. And this is still gonna be a love letter, because you gave me so much too. You gave me the learning I dreamed about, the partner I adore, the opportunities that boggle my mind. Michelle Obama hugged me, for crying out loud. Because something deep inside me, every time I step off the plane onto DC cobblestones or lean New York streets, sings, I am home.
Yes, I do.
But you're still giving me guys on the street corner who tell me to love them long time? $75? Go to hell, Ching Chong Chinaman?
Yeah!
So, let's make a deal. You don't give up on me, my brothers and sisters, my gender, my queer lovers of every size, shape, and color, and I will never give up on you. I will never stop trying to make you better. I will never stop celebrating your victories, your Lincolns, your Kings, your Obamas. I will never stop mourning your losses, your 9/11, Matthew Shepard, Sandy Hook. I will cry and sing and laugh with you. I will never stop lifting you up. I will always stick up for you. I will cry watching videos of soldiers coming home from war. I will laugh at your endless stream of cats on the internet. And I will let you have that last piece of cheesecake because I still love you, girl. Firefly out. Thank you guys.
My name is Jerry L. Sheely. I drive a 1998 Lincoln Navigator with a sunroof. But after 14 years of wonderful service, I no longer have a sunroof. I have a water distribution center. If it rains heavily outside, it rains heavily inside. And now as I drive on my dashboard, there's always a light blinking. Check your oil. Check your gas. check your engine, stop drinking and driving, always something. But I'm ready because I got a gas can in the back. One of those lights is gonna put me down one day. And when it does, I'm gonna get my gas can, I'm gonna douse that car with gas, set it on fire, and walk away in a blaze of glory. Yes, I'm gonna walk to the nearest bar and order 2 beers. And I'm gonna say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And my agent will show up. Say, hey, where's the navigator? I'll sit down and have a beer, it's a long story. My navigator, y'all. I seen a white guy walking a dog the other day. Him and his dog were walking and having a wonderful conversation. The dog said, hold on, wait, I gotta shit. So the dog stopped, takes a poop. The guy was looking away. He looked a couple times. I was like, it's his dog. So he got done. The man took a plastic bag, put it on his hand inside out, reached down, grabbed the poop off the ground, and the dog and the man continued to walk on down the street and finish the conversation. You guys are better than me. If I have a dog, that dog and I gotta have a conversation first. We're gonna have the same conversation my father had with me when he took me to the pet shop, the hospital. Listen, buddy, I don't mind giving you a place to live and somewhere to sleep. And I don't mind providing you food and water. And I don't mind providing you a little bit of Obamacare when you get sick. But you gotta get up your own. That's my dog and I conversation in the very beginning, y'all. How you guys doing out there? Loving the venue. Let's give Patty a round of applause, the Quentin Tarantino of hosts. Because she let it all get in. There she is in the back right there. And let's give Snooki a round of applause back to providing the sources that energy we drink and the cans and chips. Show them some love, y'all. The venue is hot. You know, I still stand security down on the oceanfront at this haunted hotel. Come on down, DD. You know, we can do a real good play down there. I'll scare the out of you down there. This place is really haunted. Now, you know, I go in this place at night about 1 a.m. It's cold, it's dark, and it's scary. And you know, if you go someplace where it's scary, you got a vampire, you're supposed to have garlic on your neck, right? Yeah. But I got a weapon now at the hotel. When I go into the hotel at 1 a.m. in the morning, I go straight to the restroom and take a dump. And I don't flush. And the ghosts are like, who died? They don't bother me. This place is so haunted that the guy who trained me, he didn't take me inside and show me around. He showed me on his iPhone. He said, don't go in this room right here. You see this guy right here, keep walking, don't stop, don't talk to him, don't argue with him. You guys think I'm joking. Anybody here been to Jamaica? How much time I got? About a minute left?
Oh man, yeah.
Jamaica? Man, you been everywhere tonight. I saw you all so. He all over the place. Now I went to Jamaica. Now I got a friend of mine named Melba from Jamaica, and I asked her a lot of questions about Jamaica, and she's like, I asked her, Melba, why do we like Jamaica so much? You know, and why do we dance differently? She said, that's an easy one there, boy. You Americans dance to the beat. You dance with your hands and your feet. We not dance that way in Jamaica. In Jamaica, we dance to the rhythm. The rhythm comes down to the soul, down to the boom boom. And we wind the boom boom. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. I said, Melba, why do we raise our children differently than the Jamaicans do? She said, that's an easy one there, your blood clot. She said, you Americans raise your children to be dependent. We not raise our picnics that way. We raise our picnics to be independent. We tell them early on, there'll be no daycare for you. You have to walk to your grandmama's house down the riverbank and change your own diaper along the way. And I said, man, but why do white people like Jamaica so much? She said, that's an easy one there, you bum McLaughlin. She said the white woman loves Jamaica, and the first thing she do when she get there is she get her ear braided. Because she wants to feel like a Jamaican. And the white man love to come to Jamaica because they want to come in a Jamaican Melba bad. Last joke. What is the difference between fish that white people catch and fish that black people catch. And I wish my hot sauce man was here for this one. There it is. White people, you guys fish for sport. You fish, you catch, and you release the fish back to sea. Black people, it's not a game for us. We don't catch and release. We catch and it's the grease. That fish is going home to meet his friends. Biscuits, rice, my man's hot sauce. That's my time, venue. You guys have a good night.
This piece called The Value of Self. It just was on my heart. I want to do it tonight for y'all. So bear with me. She told me it was only an occupation. Not a reflection of her morals, more so a hustle than lifestyle, a slight childhood temptation. So she danced the dance and walks the walk as the temple's condensation poured to reject the temporary alcohol sedation. It made it hard to calculate the value of self. A wise old man told me that the pipe didn't help him escape his vanity, just allowed him to face it without fear. His only way to make tears is a half-painted Parmesan said Walmarts and liquor stores is all they make here. So he prides himself on making men out of boys whose self-value is based off something that Drake said. Are you a product of light and reflect the image of the living God? Most don't think it's far, make your bed, say f it and lay there. I remember when my uncle was gunned down outside of Mayfair and thought of my cousins whose lives was changed. Couldn't up and leave Auntie Leanie, had to stay there and probably walk past the cow who murdered her sunshine on the way to the mailbox on the way to get cigarettes. See, these brothers ain't brothers and self-value is close to none, so these bammers don't play fair. I heard it was all for his jacket. So my self-value is that of a king. A king whose honor is kept, so my women are queens instead of bitches because words are more powerful than words can express. And unless you expect to trade something that's priceless for pennies and quarters, we should all give them the same respect. See, the difference between a slave and a free soul is just a mindset. Like my homie was killed over a respect beef that rooted over a couple of dime sacks. So in essence, his murder is no different than the one Harriet freed just to turn back towards the plantation to face the penalty for his transgressions. And I know that now, during the lunch line or inspection, his new prison confined sense of reality kicks in where he realized his life was sold to the Department of Corrections and now has the same value as one who died young or infant lost during conception. See, the value of life is defined by your perception. Not in the crosshairs where shots are fired, not in domestic homes where the smell of expired baby milk lingers from top to bottom. Before knowing one's worth, we should realize that we all are worthy to be admired. It's not just about you. So what's the value of self? The true price you put on life. Must be more than a dime bag and less than a diamond, because the shine is worth dying and the high from is just alright.
Stayed up late at night trying to figure out exactly what it was that I did to make you wanna go out and do the things that you did, knowing I'd be here waiting for you when you got home. You're wrong. I cooked your meals and I washed your clothes while you ran around in the streets. I hear you been telling people you was just using me. I admit I once was blind, but baby now I see that you and me ain't meant to be. So I'm packing my bags, I think it's about time I leave. It seems obvious that you don't appreciate me, and if that's what you want, then I ain't gonna stop you, no, good all by myself. So I'm packing my bags, I think it's about time I leave. It seems obvious that you don't appreciate me, and if that's what you want, then I ain't gonna stop you, no, good all by myself. So it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. So it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. 5 long years of my life. I can't believe that it took me that long to realize behind all the cars and gifts that you lived a double life. I should have seen the signs. Glad I finally opened my eyes. I can't pinpoint what it is. What's so good about this that you let her ruin this? She can have your baby, baby, I'm not stressing it. You reap what you sow and you know I'm knowing this. Guarantee it's me you're gonna miss. So I'm packing my bags, think it's about time to leave. It seems obvious that you don't appreciate me, and if that's what you want, then I ain't gonna stop you, no, good all by myself. So I'm packing my bags, I think it's about time to leave. Seems obvious that you don't appreciate me, and if that's what you want, then I ain't gonna stop you, no, good all by myself. So it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. So it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. Hey, so it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. So it's alright now, I'm moving forward, no looking back. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, baby. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, baby. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, baby. I don't need you no more. I don't need you, no.
He's awkward, hastily put together from random throwaway parts that don't quite fit together. Shaky and unsturdy, the winds of change have been known to send a breeze just light enough to make him fall apart onto the sidewalks of his self-worth. Many times he's laid there broken, gathering his pieces, nuts and bolts, suicide jumping into the storm drains of his pride, forcing him to rebuild himself from whatever scraps he manages to rummage. He is a makeshift man. Socially clumsy, all his friends are .coms. He lives in a digital world of glitches, and instead of changing programs, he just reboots the same one and wonders why nothing's changing. He is a song with no rhythm, a step with no bounce, a superhero with no cape or superpowers. Something's missing. His heart beats out of habit, blood flows just to pass the time. He's alone and lonely because he hasn't figured out that they don't have to be the same thing. He's angry because he hasn't learned to forgive. He just keeps hanging on because that's what he's been told to do. He just keeps hanging on because that's what he's been doing his whole life. He hangs on because he fears if he let go, he might just lose himself completely, but he doesn't realize that sometimes to find yourself, you've got to get lost first. It's impossible to get lost within the confines of your comfort, so he's fighting, and he's desperate. The windows of his soul are painted over, the doors are nailed shut, and tonight he's in the bathroom shaving his head so he doesn't pull his hair out. Wondering if he'll even bother putting himself back together this time, and I just want to smash the mirror in front of him so I can force him to see more than just one reflection of himself. I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake the life back into him. I want to tell him that you are not haphazard. You are carefully designed with the ability to rebuild yourself. You may be flawed, but you are not imperfect. You are not broken, George. Stop acting like you're broken. Take off that stupid mask. It's the only thing holding your face up. You have reason. You have purpose, George. You are not an accident. You were never an accident. Stop making excuses. Mop up your self-pity with your pride. You have a voice, George. Use it for something more than apologies. Stop talking. Say something. Dare to step outside your lonely apartment for once in your life. For crying out loud, make at least one of your dreams come true. Yeah. George. You're scared. That's okay. It doesn't make you a coward. But just because you're alive doesn't mean you're living. Many breaths get taken by dead men, dear George. You're stronger than you think you are. And I'm counting on you. Thank you.